Hey, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cody, and today we're going to be talking about financial management in business. A few mistakes that I've made in the past and things you should consider moving forward with your company. Now, number one thing, don't spend money until it hits the bank account, which really boils down to the golden rule in business. Start with profitability. And the time between your idea and actually getting that to monetize, like I mentioned in the last video, is super, super important. You need to be able to bring an idea to the marketplace, bring a little bit of revenue in so you can pay the upfront bills if you have any. Now, something else that I've made a mistake on in the past, this is going to be about 4 years back. I got an idea, start a company, and I wanted to train. So I signed up for a training company. Impulsively, I signed a 3 year contract. If you have an impulsive idea, do not commit yourself to years and years of payments. Very, very bad idea, especially if you can't get out of that contract term. So when you're taking your business to the next level, if you want to ever go scale, make sure you put at least 24 hours between decisions if you're going to be signing up for a multi-year commitment. Now, when it comes to actual cash management, let's say you go and you get your first big sale. You get $1,000 in, 5 grand in, 10 grand in, or maybe you just get your first couple $100. Do not blow that money on anything. Don't spend it on marketing. Don't spend it on new employees. Keep the money in the bank until, this is really important, you can repeat that process. This is super important with rentals. It's super important with any company that you're starting. If you buy a rental and they pay the first month, that's great, but you should make sure that they continue to pay it onward so that you don't commit yourself to new bills. If you have a consulting company and you get your first client, fantastic. Make sure it's not a fluke before you go sign up for the car payment or the advertising budget or the new employee. You have to make sure that you can repeat the action that brings in the money because that's what's going to increase your confidence. And ultimately, your confidence is going to decrease the amount of salesiness that people feel when they talk with you. And in addition to that, it's going to help you feel comfortable moving forward with commitments in the future. You can repeat success over and over. So make sure before you sign up for anything, keep that money in the bank and you go repeat the action a few times so that you can prove to yourself that it wasn't just a fluke. That level of confidence in every business I've ever operated has served me super well in being able to scale. First company I ever started was the real estate company. I was a real estate agent. Didn't do very well. However, 6 months of no sales, I got my first sale. Less than 60 days later, I got my second sale. And it wasn't anything special other than I was more confident in what I was doing. Same thing in real estate. Bought my first 12-plex. Then I bought a second 12-plex. And then every deal after that, I bought sooner and sooner, and I did better and better deals because my confidence level rose up. With the consulting company, multifamily strategy, that was my very first consulting company ever. Now we've got a couple of them. That company, the first sale came in, and then we didn't spend the money. We are just like, wow, the money came in. And then Christian, my business partner, got a sale. And then I got another one, and he got another one. Then we started building quotas, and then we started building systems, and then we started spending the money. But we didn't pay ourselves out of that money. We just let it sit in the bank account. Regardless of industry, whether it's consulting, real estate, asset management, you got a cleaning company, you have to build your confidence up because that will portray from you to the client, the customer, whoever you're serving, and it'll make it more predictable for you to go out into the marketplace, start spending your money on advertising, on vehicles, on employees, whatever you plan on spending the money on in that business could be supplies to scale up. But that confidence is only going to come from repeating the action that gets you those little wins along the way. And that'll allow you to actually scale and buy more inventory, hire more people, and expand your company. Big mistake a lot of people make in the beginning is maybe they start with profitability, they get a little bit of income, and then they expand too quick. And I've seen this with people that make 100 grand a year. I've seen it with people that make 3 million a year in multiple industries, not just real estate, but their overhead gets so high and it exceeds their confidence level and their production. That's a dangerous place to be. So make sure you can keep your production and your confidence level as you're scaling up with steps above and beyond your overhead. A lot of people make the mistake. They go bust, even if they're making a couple $1,000,000 a year. If you're spending more than that, it's going to be the same exact thing as if you're getting started, you're making 20 grand a year, but you're spending 25. It all boils down to your budget. You got to bring it back to that confidence that you get as you make your little sales along the way. When you start with profitability and you keep maintaining that profitability, that is how all companies thrive or die. But make sure you think about this as you're moving forward. Don't sign up for anything impulsively and make sure that you keep building your confidence along the way with little wins. Keep the money in the bank until you can prove it's repeatable, and that will help you thrive in your business.